Hey guys, Christina Marie here, and it is 9:18 at night on Sunday. What's today? March 15th. I just got home from the Kansas City stop of the Lady Midnight Tour with Cassandra Clare and Sarah Reese Brennan. And while I don't have all the things I want to talk to you about to show you, I don't really think that part matters. I really just want to tell you about the experience while it's fresh in my head. The only thing that I don't have to show you, because I don't really know if it exists, it might not, it might from a different perspective, is a picture with Cassandra Clare and me. Now, we're not posed or anything. It might be a picture of me just, having her sign my book or me talking to her for a second. But I'm not going to really hold my breath for that, because honestly, that wasn't the highlight of the moment for me. There were many things that happened tonight that don't need pictures. Some of them do have pictures that I just want to share with you. There were a lot of moments that were really affirming to me, really inspiring for me, just exciting, and just all around awesome. And so I could not wait to film this video, because I had to just share with you guys, honestly, just how much you all mean to me, yes, but also just how big BookTube is. It's bigger than what I personally even thought it was, simply because I have kind of shut myself down a little bit since working at Sephora. It's been really hard to stay afloat of what's going on with BookTube, of staying connected to you guys, of staying fresh with my content. It's been really, really hard. But after tonight, I don't even know what to say. I've been reignited, honestly. You all know Cassandra Clare is my all-time favorite YA author ever. You all know this. And you also may know that I have been wanting to meet her for years. And the last time that I was going to meet her, she got sick, so she had to cancel her appearance. And so I didn't get to meet her. So that happened when the City of Bones tour was happening in the Mall of America in Minneapolis. And so that was 3 years ago. Fast forward to today, and I finally have met her after being introduced to her books back in 2007. I finally have met her. Finally. And it was everything I dreamed of. But let's back up. So, my friend Ashlyn, who is, she works at Sephora with me, and she's also a nurse. She reads the Mortal Instruments books, the Shadowhunter books, and so we said we would come together. So I didn't really know how early I needed to be there, but I did know that I wanted to be in the very front, because I want to be in the front. People don't know how long it's been since I've been wanting to meet her, so I was like, I'm going to be in front. And so I'm like, okay, Ashlyn, girl, we're leaving at 1 o'clock. The meet starts at 6:30, but we're leaving at 1 o'clock. We want to go have lunch. We're going to go explore the Kansas City area, because I don't really go downtown that often, even though it's just 20 minutes from my house, because I don't like to drive. But so we said, hey, yeah, let's go and hang out. So that's what we did. We went and ate, had some cocktails. No, we didn't. We had appetizers. That's what we had. And street tacos. Oh my gosh, Taco Tuesday. I went by the Sephora in the plaza, which was so pretty. So pretty. That was my first time being there. And then we went to the library where the event was. We got there 2 hours early, and there were maybe about 3 or 4, maybe 5 girls standing in line, and there was a table with some chairs right next to that line. So me and Ashlyn were like, we're just gonna sit down, and then when people start forming the line, we'll get up. So fast forward to all that, I pick up my books that I pre-ordered, and they let us in an hour early because the line was going to get outrageously crazy, and they knew that. So they just let us in an hour early to just sit and just chat amongst ourselves. It was very great. The thing about Kansas City is people are very, very calm, down to earth, respectable. They just, hey, tell us what you need us to do. We'll go do it. You won't hear any ruckus from us. And that's really what happened. So as I'm sitting down at the table before we go into the venue, I'm looking around, just looking at the teenage girls. Of course, me and Ashlyn are the oldest two there at the moment. I'm, almost 30. So we're just hanging out. And then, lo and behold, Jesse the Reader just roams in. And that's when I remembered that he lives in Missouri. I was like, oh, duh. So he roams in, and he goes to do whatever he does. And so I see the girls and the teenagers in the line. They were like, oh, my God, oh, my God. personally was just kind of like, I keep quiet. I don't really have big reactions to things because I internalize a lot. But yeah, I saw him and I was like, oh, you know, cool. And so he goes about. And so we get inside. And we're waiting. We have about an hour and a half before the event actually starts. So me and Ashlyn are sitting and just chatting about everything. We're getting to know some people that are surrounding us. And then I hear a couple of voices about 2 rows behind me. And I veer to my side, and it's Jessie and Maureen Keevy, who's also another booktuber. So Jessie the reader and Maureen Keevy are about a couple rows behind me. And there's no one in the row behind me. So I am like, oh, cool, there they are. And I'm not the type of person who will approach you and you know, say, hey, can we get a picture? That's never been my thing. And it's not because I'm scared or shy. It's just I am naturally an introverted individual. So there has to be a point of contact for me. There will never be just a random, I'm going to go up and talk to a person. I never do that. If we make eye contact, or if we're in a situation where, you know, there's better access for me to talk to you, I'll do it. But I won't just randomly do it. So I said, maybe, you know, I'll bump into them before we leave and I'll get a picture or whatnot. But that didn't need to happen because apparently Jesse has seen my videos before. So he and Maureen came up to me and they were like, hey, we know your face. Do you do booktube videos? I'm sure we've seen you. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And it was the most awkward introduction ever because, again, I'm awkward. But it was so humbling and it was so just nice of them to do that. And it was greatly appreciated. And I'm going to tweet this video to them. So Jessie and Maureen, thank you so much for dealing with my awkward. And it was a great time meeting you. I will insert pictures right here. So yeah, we talked for a little bit and then they go sit back down. Then about 30 minutes before the event starts, a little girl who apparently watches my channels, I think her name is Aaliyah. Hi Aaliyah, I really think your name is Aaliyah. I hope that's right. I don't know how to spell it. Is it like A-A-L-I-Y-A-H or A-L-I-A? I don't know, but here's her picture. She's the cutest. She came up to me and she just was like, I love your videos and I just love watching you. And she was it was the highlight, one of the highlights of my night because one, I never really think that people know who I am. It doesn't occur to me to think that people know who I am. It doesn't occur to me to act like people know who I am, you know? And it also, I just never realized that I'm visible to people. It's just not something I think about because I'm just a regular person just there to enjoy Cassandra Clare with the, you know, with the rest of the people in the room. So she came up to me and we talked for a little bit. I gave her a hug. We got a picture together. And it was sweet. It was really sweet. And it just honestly warmed my heart because it made me think of you guys, honestly. It really did. Just how I have been around for about 4 years. And a lot of you guys have been with me since the beginning. And I am just now getting to the point where I am a little bit more visible and people are recognizing my face and I get to meet people in person and really hug them and thank them for watching my channel and supporting me. And it's such a humbling experience. I never realized how humbling it would be, and it truly was. Okay, let me not hang on that. I haven't even gotten to Cassandra and Sarah. So Jessie and Maureen and I all promised to take pictures later after the event. And then the event starts and Sarah Reese Brennan is interviewing Cassandra Clare. So basically they're just goofing off, asking each other questions and asking questions that the audience wrote. I never submit questions because I'm always the one that asks the stupid questions like, what's your favorite flower? Or what's your favorite state bird? I don't know. I'm that idiot. So I never do it. But it was so much fun just listening to them go back and forth. Sarah is the most eccentric, hilarious person. Like, I adore her personality. Like, she is herself to a T. Like, she doesn't care what you think of her. And that's what I love about her. I love her eccentricity and just how authentic she is. And so there was about a 35 minute, maybe even 40-minute Q&A, just discussion amongst them. And then there was the book signing. Now, I got a couple of pictures of the Q&A, which you will probably see here. The book signing was a little different because there were about 500 or so people in the room. They didn't have time for everyone to stop and take individual pictures. So they had professional photographers like on the lines taking pictures of everything, which is why I'm saying I'm not really sure if there's a good picture of me with Cassandra. And even if there is, I'll maybe put it on Instagram or Twitter or something, but it won't be in this video, unfortunately. So they allow us to go up 50 at a time, and my ticket number was 119, so I went up with the group between 100 and 150. And so I'm in the line with Maureen because she was 116, and so me and Maureen and my friend Ashlyn are talking, and Maureen, I think that woman is amazing. She and I and Ashlyn got to really talk about what it is. I got to know her heart. Is that crazy? Like, you really or just getting to know a person that you've seen make YouTube videos. It's my mom, but I'll call her back in a little bit. You get to see a person that you've watched on YouTube, and you meet them in person, and you just realize that there's more to them than just books. And her heart is just so genuine and so big and so beautiful. I just was like, can I be your friend? I want to be around that. Like that was somebody I want to be around. So she doesn't live that far from me, so I definitely told her I'm going to reach out to her, and I'm going to make a trip to her town and eat all the foods and do all the things and really just get to know her, because that was she really touched my heart with a lot of things. Sorry, I'm going to text my mom real quick because I think she's worried. And I just really adored getting to know her. I didn't really get to talk to Jessie that much, but I'm going to rectify that because we are now following each other on Twitter and we're going to talk. But yeah, I got to really get to know Maureen on a little bit more of a personal level, which I adored. I adored that. And so after we got our book signed, not after. So I get up to the line to get my book signed, and I talked to Sarah first, and she of course is the cutest. I got this little ring from her. She had a box of rings, and then I had tagged me and my friend Ashlyn on Instagram with Sarah, and Sarah was like, were you the two that were on Instagram earlier today looking just adorable? And I said, yep, that was us. She's like, you guys were so cute, and da da da. So we got to talk to her for a minute. Then we moved over to Cassandra Clare, and this was my moment. And believe it or not, I was not nervous. I thought I would be. I was not nervous. So I go up there because I'm getting my book signed, and I'm getting a book from my friend Pam, my friend / boss Pam. And so she sees Pam's book first, so she's like, hi Pam. And then I don't think I corrected her because I wasn't really listening. I was more staring like, oh my gosh, you're Cassandra Clare, you're right there. And then she opened the second book and she saw Christina Marie. She's like, are you Christina Marie or are you Pam? I said, I'm Christina Marie. And she said, oh, hi. And then I started telling her about my friend Kat, who gave me permission to drop her name, Miss Kat from TMI Source, who I talk about all the time. I was telling her, I said, I had no idea you were coming out here until Kat messaged me on Twitter and told me you were coming. She was like, Kat, she's like, you're the one who made the video about me coming out here. And I said, yeah. She said, oh my gosh. And then she grabbed my hands. She said, I am so happy that you were so excited. I can't believe you were so excited. And then she said, I loved it. I watched the video and I thought it was the cutest thing. And then all the time I was just holding her hands and she was holding my hands, and we just got to talk for a minute. And then she said, you are just simply the most adorable. You're so cute. You're just beautiful. And then I just thanked her so much for coming, and I just been wanting to meet her, and it was just everything. And in that moment while we were talking, they could have been taking pictures, which is why I'm not sure if there's a picture of me and Cassie talking at all. But there could be. I don't know what was going on around me, because in that moment it was me and Cassie. And that was everything. That was all I needed. The memory is here. That was all I needed. It was great. And then we walk off, and then they gave us these little bags here, which were cute, as we were leaving. So we got this little tote bag that says, oh, I smacked myself in the face, that says Shadow Hunters, which is the TV show Freeform. And then on the inside, well, around here somewhere on the inside, there is, oh, here it is, the some rune tattoos, which are really cute. And then this is the link to the pictures that we can go look at, which are downloadable for free. So this was adorable. Now, I couldn't necessarily get a signed book for you guys because I'm just not made of money right now. But I did pick up a bunch of free postcards that are awesome that feature the new cast. And so they're not signed, but if you want something, I can absolutely write you guys a little message here and put this in the mail and send it to you. I have a bunch of postage stamps, so we don't have to worry about me taking forever to send these. But this is what they look like. They're just super cute. Couldn't get them signed, unfortunately, because Cassie just had to sign everything. She had a lot of people to get through, guys. So I have, let me see, I have 13. 12 because one's mine. I have 12 of these that I can mail out to you guys. If you just want to comment down below, let me know that you want one. I will contact you and get your mailing address and send this out to you because that would be fun. And like I said, I'll write a little message on here for you too. But let me show you. So I don't even know what's on the inside. I'm assuming it's just personalized. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is the one for my friend Pam. So it just says for Pam, Cassandra Clare. And then this one is mine. This is the one that I read. You can see my bookmark here that says, you know, for Christina Marie in there, which is awesome. But that's not even the best part, you guys. The best part about the situation is that I got a copy of Sarah Reese Brennan's new book, Tell the Wind and Fire, which is not supposed to be out until April 5th. It won't be out until April 5th, but we got access to it. She brought some for us, and I got a hold of it, and I'm super excited. Yeah, she personalized it for Christina Marie right up there, and I'm so happy that I have this because I love the Lindborn Legacy. As you guys know, still haven't read the third book because I'm deathly afraid of it, because Sarah is known to crush hearts and make you feel all the things. Don't talk to me right now, Siri. Siri's trying to talk. But yeah, so I'm really excited I got my hand on this. But that's not even the best part. Okay, so when I was leaving my house to go to the event, I stopped by the mailbox and there was a package inside, and you guys, what I'm about to show you is probably one of my most prized possessions in the Shadowhunter Chronicles. Like, here, look at this. This is the limited edition UK version of Lady Midnight that is signed by Cassandra Clare. Oh my gosh. I want you to look on the inside of this. Look how gorgeous. That green. Oh my gosh. But look at this cover. Look at the runes. It is simply the most beautiful book I have ever. It is absolutely gorgeous. It came in the mail. And it came on the day that I was going to meet Cassandra Clare. Like, how lucky am I? And so I got this today too. So I am walking away with 2 signed copies of Lady Midnight and an advanced finished copy of Sarah Reese Brennan's new book, Tell the Wind and Fire. I am super excited. Now, speaking of, I have a book club, as you guys know, link down below, that I have not been active in for almost a year because I have been so busy with work. But I have been thinking of starting it back up again. I want to start it back up again in April. And I was thinking of maybe just letting this be the book. It's perfect timing, like, to get this today. And I've been thinking about starting up my book club again. This would be a fantastic read. So I'm thinking of doing this as my April, my introduction again to my book club. If you are interested in that, comment down below. Make sure you join the book club because this might become a thing. I'm about 80% sure that I'll be able to do it. We'll see how, you know, things go. But I really want to get this started again. I'm super pumped. So after the signing, I went and found Jessie and Maureen, and we got our pictures. Maureen has a picture of me and her with Jessie in the background being a goofball. I'm going to see if I can get that from her because it was hilarious. But then other than that, you've probably already seen the pictures that I got. I might have inserted them earlier in the video. We walked out together. Maureen and Jesse were going to go get food. I was going to take Ashlyn home. And I might be in Jesse's vlog. Maybe. I just happened to be there at the time that he decided to vlog. So we'll see. I might also be in Maureen's vlog. We will see. But they were just a joy. No, I didn't vlog anything. I'm a horrible vlogger. I did have my camera. I didn't take it out once. I was just distracted and just taking in everything. I was taking it all in because it was just a beautiful experience. And then, yeah, that was it. We ended up leaving, saying goodbye to each other as we went to our cars, and that was the story. Like, I had a blast. I simply cannot believe how something so simple and so fun and just so everyday, you know, like a book signing at a library is not uncommon, but it meant the world to me. It was so much fun. And if there are a couple of things that I can say before I end this video, I had one girl come up to me as I was on my way out the door. She said, I saw some people come up to you and I was just curious, are you a booktuber? And I told her a little bit about myself, and I gave her my information, and if she subscribes to my channel, hey, welcome, glad you're here. But that was fun, you know. I'm glad that I went, really. I'm glad that I got to meet some people. I'm glad that I got to see Jesse and Maureen and get to know them a little bit. I'm glad I got to go with my friend Ashlyn, who was just like, oh my gosh, like, who are these people that apparently know who you are? It was just all around fun. But the last thing I want to say, and it was the first thing that was said at the event before it really got started, the importance of the public library. It's honestly one of the crux of the community. It is a crux of the community. It is a home base for the community. It is a place where somebody can find employment. It is a place where somebody can find help finding employment. It is a place where somebody could be learning to read for the first time. It is a place where somebody can pick up a book for the first time and just have their entire world just shattered and just metamorphosized into a brand new thing. The public library is such a gem in this community, in this world, and we need to support the library. We need to continue to go to these events. We need to continue to check out books from the library. We need to continue to talk about the library. It was so fun and so fantastic to see the events that this place could put on. The Kansas City Public Library has different branches. I went to one branch a couple of weeks ago, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. It has a mural of book spines all along it. It's so pretty. But this library I went to, which is same library system, just a different branch, was absolutely beautiful on the inside. And it's just architecture. And there's just so much life in the library. And I was so happy to have been there. I was so happy to have contributed to what continues to be a staple in this world, in this community. And I just want us to continue supporting the library by just going to them and just checking out books and going to events and doing all of these things, because it's a treasure. It truly, truly is. So with that being said, that is everything that happened at the event tonight. If I forget anything, I will probably do like in a little addendum in the down bar description place or on Twitter or whatnot. If you guys are going to a stop on the Lady Midnight Tour, or if you've already been, comment down below. Let me know your experience. Tell me your stories. I would love to know. If you have any questions, if you would like a postcard, also comment down below. Any videos that you would like to see from me that are book related. I am on a book thing right now, guys. Makeup is not on the forefront of my mind right now, so I think I want to focus on books right now, just mainly because that's where my focus is right now, because I have been inspired. Just comment down below. I am just super excited to have gone. Oh, by the way, there was one lady who called my name, and I turn around and we make eye contact, and I knew who she was. I knew her face, and apparently she knew my face, but we never got to connect And I don't know if she's a viewer or if she's somebody I know in real life, or maybe she comes into Sephora. I don't know. But if she's a viewer, I'm sorry that I tried to find you after everything was said and done, but I couldn't find you. And if you're a subscriber slash viewer, comment down below so we can chat. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This was a fun story to tell. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Make sure you are subscribed, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. So